My name is Amber Schilb. I'm a single mom of a 7-year-old boy. I'm in the master's program at Stevens. You know, as a single mom, it's only my income, and so I can kind of relax about the financial stresses. I look forward to being able to do things like taking my son to a movie or out to dinner every once in a while. You know, not have to worry about whether or not to enroll him in baseball for the summer. I got a phone number from my grandmother for CMCA. All about the same time, I'd read an article in a magazine about making improvements to your home for efficiency and saving money. And I checked into a home energy audit about the same time, and so it all kind of fell into place. They replaced my front door. Insulation was put into the attic, one of the windows in the kitchen, a new water heater, new refrigerator. It's all really new, so I haven't really seen the savings, but what I've been told is that it's huge.
I'm Scott Long. I'm Energy Conservation Coordinator for Central Missouri Community Action Agency, and I am in charge of the Weatherization Department and everything and anything that entails. They can expect a almost immediate savings in their energy bill. I mean, probably the next month. And then as we go through the different seasons, they'll start to see a different range. You know, obviously as it gets colder, that savings will be more pronounced because they normally will be using their furnace or their heating more for that. So almost immediately they'll see a reduction in their bill. You know, we talk about numbers and energy conservation measures, but really for me as the leader of the department here, the thing that really makes it worthwhile is seeing the actual homeowners or renters and seeing how grateful and how much it has helped their lives by either them being able to now afford, you know, some prescription drugs that they weren't able to before, or, you know, take their son out for a dinner, you know, every weekend that maybe they weren't able to, you know, those little things. When we're able to see and hear those stories, that really hits home for me, and I know a lot of our team here in Weatherization. That makes it kind of all worthwhile doing.
Well, my name's Mike Lawler, and I'm in my 70s. I'm retired, and as you can see, I'm a model railroad enthusiast. I've lived in Columbia now for 12 years. Oh, I saw an article in the newspaper, in the Columbia Daily Tribune first, and I was interested. I would open those utility bills in the last couple of years, and I'd have to sit down and brace myself, because those bills were sometimes absolutely staggering. I mean, $300, $400 to heat the house in the wintertime. And so I decided to follow up on it, and I went downtown to the agency on Providence Road and talked to them and filled out some paperwork, and one thing led to another. I had a new door installed from the kitchen to the garage. I had a hollow door before that was leaking a lot of hot air out through the garage, and I had a new door installed. I had a storm window put on the front of the house that was, in the wintertime, that would just completely ice over. Even though I had a 3/8 inch thick glass on there, it wasn't enough. And they put flow restrictors on the shower heads. They changed the light fixtures and all the lights in the house to the new energy efficient light bulbs, and put new caulking around door frames and things like that. It was just amazing. I can't think of all the things they did. Really, it's quite an impressive list. Yesterday I got my current bill from the city of Columbia, and compared to last month's bill, it was $55 less than this time, the same time last year. So $55 less, and I was amazed. You know, I thought, well, that's like $600, $700 a year. And we're not even into the cold season yet, so I expect even better results in February and March.
The first step is we initiate a meeting with our weatherization specialists, and those individuals are the first line of defense to help you fill out the application, see if you income qualify, find out particulars about who your heating supplier is, your different utilities. The next step then is we put you into the state database, and following that, when your name comes up, an energy auditor will call you, and they will set up an appointment based on your schedule, and they will come out and they will what's called a home energy audit of your home. And then following that, a work order is sort of developed from those measures that have deemed to be cost efficient and that there'll be a savings for the homeowner. And then we schedule that home for either one of our crews that are employed currently by CMCA, or it possibly could be part of a contract package because of the sheer amount of work that we've had in the last 2 years. We've contracted with local providers that are trained and that we have great relationships with to do that work. And really that work is done pretty much within 7 to 10 days after that audit is complete. And then following the work, we have a final inspector, and that final inspector is always somebody different than the initial auditor. The final inspector is sort of the last line and ultimately says, yes, everything has passed, all the measures that were implemented were done correctly, done up to our standards, done up to Department of Natural Resources standards, and the Department of Energy standards. The demand is strong, still very strong, very consistently strong is how I would put it. For the longest time, people didn't know that this service was available for them. So now that they know that it's there, we want to try to be able to keep meeting that demand. And so we hope that we can, access resources to continue to do that for not only low-income families, but the community in general, because overall, if the entire community is able to save on the energy burden, that's something that's going to help the community, our state, and ultimately our country in terms of our energy, trying to be more energy independent.